everybody, it's Coda here from Amazing ATS. Hey Truck Boss, how's it going? And today we are out in the Peterbilt 378. This has been updated for the 1.31 beta, and I do have the shift cam back out for you guys. And you will also notice that this truck does have exhaust smoke on it. That mod is available on atsmods.lt, and it also is in this mod by default. Also, I cannot change the stack options, so we went ahead and we put smoke onto the exhaust. And you guys can see we do have the sand trailer behind us. Right now we are sitting here in Albuquerque, and we're going to be going over to Parker to the BHP Billiton plant there. We've got 41,500 pounds worth of sand. We've got a Cummins N14 underneath the hood, 18-speed transmission. So without any further waiting, guys, we're going to climb into the truck and get going down the road. Hey Junior, how are you doing today? And USA map design, the re-signed mod that has not been updated for 1.31 to my knowledge, but hopefully Nat Vendor will be working on that once it is fully released. And as you guys can see, you definitely don't need to hit every single gear with an 18, even with a fully loaded trailer on behind you. I am going to apologize. I did run this truck a little bit earlier today and didn't have my TrackIR or anything, but it still seems like it is happening. The screen itself is shaking a little bit, and I am not sure why that is happening. So it's definitely not my TrackIR or anything. It is something with the truck. granted, most of the trucks these days do not roll coal, but since we are in an older 378, I figured, why the hell not? Hey Travis, how's it going? The 378, yeah, it is a great truck now that it is updated for the 131. Oh yeah, I am not going to be complaining about this truck at all. After I'm done streaming with this, I'm probably going to throw a hired driver into it. Who knows, and then when I want to run it again, I can always just grab it from that driver. There you go, Dylan, and welcome to the live stream today. again, I'm not sure what's up with the forward-facing view. You guys see the screen bouncing around a little bit? It's the truck that's causing it, and I am not sure why. We're using a Cummins N14 today. Hey, Kenworth98, how's it going? This is one of the engines that come with the truck itself. Creechbomb's engines apparently are not supporting this, so at least they've got a good sound to them and a very wide selection. This truck does not have the pre-pass system on it or whatever, so of course I'm going to go ahead and leave that HUD up so I know I'm passing inspection. Good afternoon, Venka. How's it going today? Not doing too bad at all. It's been a very quiet and relaxing day. AI, holy crap. One thing they should learn and should already know is not to slam on their brakes in front of a fully loaded semi. maybe he was trying to get an insurance claim against my trucking company. Hello there, FaZe, and thank you for that compliment. I appreciate that there, FaZe. Alright, there's the notification. Hey, Polar Bear, how's it going today? this actually has me curious as to why SCS cannot make the AI actually go the speed limit to trucks. The cars will, but the trucks never will. And I'm actually kind of curious as to why. Let's get around this curve first before we do that. Of course, being in a tractor trailer, changing lanes in the middle of a turn, not a wise idea. Hey, Stelzer, how's it going? What kind of computer did you get? is that a gaming laptop that you got, or is it a desktop? I am really liking 131 also, Vanka. It's going to be great once we get into multiplayer and we have this available. You should be able to see the cables on the other trucks, finally. I'm not gonna pay for the K200 from RTA. I am not supporting someone who does not have a license to produce a truck. Whoa, that was a nasty accident right there. But if I can, and I don't run stolen content either, so if I happen to run across a K200 that isn't done by RTA, I will probably run it. Hey George, how you doing today? I can pop it out there. You're not going to be seeing much since it's dark outside. It's a Peterbilt 378. We are running the 2001 to 2005 dash on it. I do know the K200 from RTA, it has been uploaded onto mod sites, but I'm not gonna run something like that. I mean, I am pretty much against running a stolen mod, and I am not gonna pay for them after what happened to me with Alex from MHA Pro. I forgot we were going to Parker and we had to get off here. Hey, LeVar, not a whole lot is going on, unless you count grabbing gears and hauling freight as something. Oh, I'm not saying that all paid mods are bad, but what RTA is asking for the mod itself, way too much. You mean what happened with Alex? Well, I had paid for the support version of MHA Pro. When I did that, it was noted on his website that all future updates would be free. Then 129 rolled around, and he changed all the language on his site, because I had asked for the link since it's like my link didn't update, and he goes, well, And then he went ahead and was asking for everyone to recontribute another $3 for the mod. And it's like, hell no. Very similar to the 379, yes. There's chassis differences also, and the 378 is a little bit shorter than the 379. It's not the only difference, it's just the hood. It's nowhere near as popular as a 379. To be honest with you, I have no idea. This was way before my time. Probably not that I know of. I had gotten this off of atsmods.lt. Where the heck are you going, Coda? My goodness gracious. Alright, let's see. Where the heck do we want to go, and what do we want to take? Yeah, you are exactly right. The 379 hood is a little more sloped than the 379, and also a little bit narrower. I have seen that mod, LeVar, but I have not tried it. Let's see. Do we want to go to Bakersfield, or should we go over to Fresno? Yeah, let's go up to Fresno. That's actually a really good idea. What do you know? I don't even know my way out of this place. Go figure. I should have pulled out in front of the copper. And then threw donuts out the window so he would stop. Hey, Brian, how are you doing today? Oh, and that orange underglow, that's neon, that's included with the truck. It is attached to the beacons. So that's why I'm not running any beacons, so I would at least be able to run the neon. And of course, we are going to take the long shell one. Why not? This truck, I know it does work. On one of the light packs that I do have, it's light pack version 1.5, it does have neon in there, but I cannot get it to show up, so I am not sure what's going on there. No, that red light on the dash is not mean there's something wrong with the truck itself. What that is the fifth wheel lock. I unfortunately got rid of the Outlaw 379, as it was causing some issues with other mods that I have. I don't know the creator off the top of my head. I did not memorize the name. Now that is interesting. How in the hell did that car run into that boulder? Or that big old mountain of rocks, actually. And go ahead and hit, when you're in the game, hit F4, and then you're going to hit F4 again, and here you can do your mirror adjustment. And then when you're done, just hit escape to go back to the game. And I was holding down the button to talk, so I threw myself out of the game. That would be a question that you want to ask TMC. F2 would be for the mirrors. So if you're running these mirrors here, you'll see those pop up on the screen. Those ones you cannot adjust. The ones on the side of the cab, you can. Viper's Peterbilt, the current version on that is 2.1. There is a dealer fix for that, which needs to be above the truck. Viper did mention in the SCS forums 2 days ago that he is going to update his truck. He just needs to find time to do it, as he's been quite busy. Yeah, F2 are the HUD mirrors, Brian. Yeah, and Western Stars are for people who want something better than a Peterbilt. I mean, you'll hear all sorts of crazy stuff from truckers. It's the best truck anymore these days is the one that you like. They are all built extremely well. I mean, it's not back in the day. Freightliners had a notorious tendency to the insides would rattle. Not so much the case anymore. Lieutenant Colonel, thank you so much for that hosting, and how are you doing this fine Saturday? How are you doing yourself there, driver? Now you guys may be wondering, you may be able to see it there on the GPS, but I am in Vidal Junction, and you're wondering, how do I get this in my game? I don't see it in mine. Well, that's very simple. I am running the US Cities expansion mod, version 2.3, which is for the 131 beta. Now that would be contradictory with your name there, George. What the heck are you doing, Coda? Going for a driving award? We don't want any of those. Oh, I definitely agree. Anything with a long nose does look quite sharp, and it all comes down to driver preference and what they want. The truck was orange. I am not sure, LeVar. Welcome back there, Lieutenant Colonel. Well, International did take quite a rip for a while. Their ProStar line is extremely good, and they just came out with a new truck called the LT. Very similar to the ProStar, and just a whole lot of updates to it. You guys can sue me later. I am rolling coal today. Screw the environment. I believe you are right. wouldn't say it's a hoax. I mean, we're talking like maybe half of a degree, maybe 1 full degree over the course of the last few years. I mean, is it something to worry about right away? I would say that depends. But is there something that needs to be done? Yes. Screw you, Shippy. I did not speed. No, come on, you know the government's gonna do anything to make more money. And I think the best part is the fuel tanks on this truck do not have any, like a def tank or anything, so it actually fits quite well. And we're a little tight in here, so I gotta watch. Yeah, there's no def tanks on the truck today. And of course we gotta get pulled into the good old California chicken coop. I'm going to say that all depends on what type of deal that International is going to give a carrier. I mean, you have to really think they're buying in volume. There is absolutely no way that they are going to make a carrier pay full price for a truck. I wouldn't know, George. You have to remember, I've been out of the game for 20 years, and the most recent truck that I've actually climbed into is my brother's T680. Roger that, LeVar. Yeah, the last year that I drove was 1998. I'm too busy driving to stick my hand in and start doing the air horn gesture. Plus, I'm 45 years old, so that would look kind of weird. But wait, I'm a 45-year-old kid. So, yeah. Real World, I drove one, and that was a 379. If I wanted to make more money than what I am now and start making $60,000 a year, yes, I can go back to it. But right now, I do need to help take care of my mom, so that's kind of not an option. There's nothing wrong with the 389 either, George. Just have to remember it's just an updated version and has even a longer nose. I don't know if that one has been updated yet. I thought the one that was on the Steam Workshop only adds that into traffic. It's not a drivable vehicle, but then I may be wrong. If they were still making it today via government regulation, yes, it would use DEF. And on the way to Syracuse on Monday when we had left, we got behind a truck that decided to do a regen going down the road. Talk about a stank. Oh my God. regen is, my brother described it and I forgot exactly what it is. Has something to do with the diesel emission filter. Smith Transport, if you're talking about the one that's in Roaring Spring, PA, they do run 379s, Lone Stars, and they even have some 389s. Look at the last update date on that, and then we'll tell you if it's updated or not. My brother also told me a new meaning for prime. I'm not gonna say it on the stream because it is totally NSFW. Are you talking about the mod, George, or the real truck? If you're talking about the real truck, as long as the engine mounts on the frame line up, which I think they might even be standardized for Cat, Detroit, and Cummins, you could put any one of those engines into any truck. NSFW means not safe for work. Hey Robert, how's it going today? I'm doing quite good, Robert. Sandra, how's it going today? And I do hope I mentioned your name correctly. If not, I'm American and I give you permission to virtually slap me. I appreciate that. This is the Peterbilt 378. And again, I'm sorry with that screen shake that you guys are seeing. That's something with the truck itself, and apparently something is not set right. So if I do hop to another truck, that will be disappearing. that's great to know. I know Americans sometimes have problems pronouncing names, just like, and typical of Coda, I do not know how to talk sometimes. I trip and stumble over my own tongue, so yeah. Although one of my brother's friends, his nickname, literally, this guy does not shut up. So his name is Joel, but his nickname, everyone calls him Flap. Because once he starts going, he literally does not shut up. And a story, if he is ever going, if he tells you one, and he starts out stuttering a little bit, you already know that that story is going to be BS. No, I never trash talked on Sesame Street. Pretty much, even back when I was driving, I kept it off unless it was actually needed. Well, some people will use the CB to pass the time, but since cell phones are such a big thing these days, most of the drivers, I'm going to say, I would say a good majority of the time, their CBs are not on, but yet they've got their Bluetooth hooked up and they are talking on the phone. Actually, accidents still happen, and the majority of them are caused by four-wheelers. Keep it off the zipper there, Coda. And again, George, truck drivers know to slow down in whiteouts. Stupid four-wheelers, however, think they're invincible and keep driving 65 miles an hour in one. That was back in the 70s and 80s. Pretty much once the Me generation started coming around in the mid-90s or so, that's when things went to hell. That does explain the difference, really, is a general person who only drives a car, they absolutely have no idea about a truck. I mean, they will pull in front of a truck and slam on their brakes. Anyone with half a brain would know a fully loaded truck, 80,000 pounds with air brakes, is not going to stop on a dime. It's like the idiots who try to beat a train because they don't want to wait 2 minutes for it to go by. I'm not sure, but I bet you're going to tell us. Well, you're right about that, George, because just about everything in this country is delivered partially or fully by a truck. I mean, you do have a lot of rail freight, but from where that rail car is unloaded to get to the destination, it does need a truck. This poor old baby did not want to go in first gear there. Now that's a hell of a saying. Alright, where does this have us going? Hey, how about that? A nice easy back. Whoops, I guess our trailer hit that wall there just a little bit. Don't think I did any damage though. I thought I was in. Apparently I'm not. Why can I not hit this? Are you kidding me? Holy moly. Alright, let me read there what I missed. Yeah, you might have to start calling me a probie or another rookie. Yeah, let's go up to Laytonville. Why not? Need to find myself a go-go juice station too, because I am just about out. I'm down to a quarter tank. Sure, go ahead, Robert. The most recent movie that I watched that a truck was a central theme was with Patrick Swayze in Black Dog. There still are a lot of very good truck drivers out there who will do anything to help you out. It's just, again, the movies just portray so many people in a bad light, like you said. Normally I pick up a load in the city where I'm at. This is one of the few times that I am bobtailing up to go get a load. mods are not supported in Truckers MP. That's why you're not seeing them. Yeah, it's pouring here too, so I got all my running around done earlier, so I've got pretty much my entire evening to myself. Steven, yes I am. If you're seeing like colored trailers, Robert, what that's called is save editing. And there is a way you can edit the save of the game. It causes you to hop out of the game in order to do it and back in. But there are some mods that work for multiplayer, such as like a double bumper or maybe a double exhaust. But like accessories and things like that, they do not work for multiplayer. And as I had mentioned, my brother came up with a new saying for what Prime stands for. I'm not gonna say it. We just need a plain white reefer here. That's what I'm looking for. And yep, we're gonna put trailer tails on it. Roger that, Lieutenant Colonel. Steven, this truck is a Peterbilt 378, and you should be able to grab it from atsmoz.lt. It is fully updated for 131, so you are seeing we've got the trailer air and cable connections on here. And no, that red light on the dash, I'm going to mention it again for the ones who have just joined the stream. That does not mean there's something wrong with the truck. That's just signifying that the fifth wheel is locked. Yes, I am in single player. The Underglow add-on should be back where you can add the bumper, not the bumpers, the fenders. It should be right near the back of the cab. Comes with 3 different dashes on it also. I'm using the 2001 to 2005 dash. No, George, it's included with the truck. And since you can't change the exhaust stacks, that option is what's going to give you the smoke for the stacks itself. Yeah, I have a couple of different light add-ons. I have a LED accessory, I have light pack version 1.5, and then I believe this truck has a whole bunch of light options that are included. Roger that, George. You take care. Just a reminder, guys, for those watching on YouTube, if you are enjoying today's live stream, make sure you give it a thumbs up to let me know. Love to see accessory DLCs for the W900 and the 389. Now, something is very interesting that is going to be happening. Special transport DLC is going to be coming, and a lot of those loads are a lot heavier than the heavy haul DLC, so I wonder if we are going to be getting an 8x4 option. With the 579 and the T680, I have never seen an 8x4 in one of those. Now, of course, in the 389 and W9, I see them constantly. For mod trucks, this one does not have it. Viper's 389 does have an 8x4. Aerodesk Volvo does. I'm trying to think what other ones would have the 8x4 option. More than likely, yes, with the pictures on the Oregon blog that came out yesterday. Very, very sweet. They did feature the truck stops in that. And also in one of the pictures, we are getting another new trailer, which is a pneumatic dry bulk tanker, along with another type of steel coil load. Welcome back, Lieutenant Colonel. My God, seriously? I had a problem with Pinga's 389. Some of the accessories on that, like the like mud flaps and the tail lights in the back, would show as red. They would not show up at all. And I am waiting for Viper's 389 to be fully updated. Once 131 goes live and out of beta, any truck that has not been updated is going to require an update, just because of the way that SCS is now dealing with the dealerships. They're, instead of listing them, I'm not sure how they're doing it, but they did change the way that it works. A lot of trucks have already been updated, but a lot of ones have not been. That heavy haul cargo, the heavy haul accessory pack that came out with it. That actually was taken off of the Steam Workshop. Big T beacons were a requirement for that, and he filed a DMCA report. Are you on the beta, Steven? Alright, and what truck are you trying to run? Take your time there, Lieutenant Colonel. I would love to have a CB chatter mod like there was in 18 Wheels of Steel. That green light there is my Jake brake. The red light is just telling me that the fifth wheel is locked. That red light will disappear once I detach the trailer. Have modded trucks on your beta profile? attention again. Shouldn't have any problem seeing trucks in the 131 beta, especially if you're not running any modded trucks and you are just on the base game. I am not gonna make it. That trailer pretty much needs to be right next to the building in order to get into that slot. And of course, with this truck, if I go to the backup view, it puts me into the cab so I cannot see anyway. So I'm going to cheat a little bit on this one. Cummins N14. Let's see, do we got anything going over to Nevada from here? Winnemucca, how about that? We're going to go ahead and take that one. And I believe we're actually picking up right here where we dropped off at, too. It's that trailer probably right next door. And we're just hauling empty pallets. Why not? Let's put a FedEx Custom Critical trailer on there for this one. Yeah, I do have the utility 3000R pack. Since that was updated, I do have that currently enabled in the game. Okay, now this is weird. Why the heck am I going backwards? Yeah, apparently this engine is not enough to get me up that little hill from a start. You've got to be kidding me. is one mod that I really wish would be a little bit different. Nothing against the creator, I can understand his reasons for doing it, but that is the Cascadia made by Cyrus the Virus. The interior is such low quality, it looks like crap and literally ruins the entire truck for me. If that interior would be redone in something that looks like this, that has a little bit higher quality, I would definitely be running that truck. I'm probably going to shoot myself in the foot jumping out here into the hammer lane. We are going to make it Interstate 80 interchange right up here. I guess this is the 101. My mistake. I had plenty of time. Apparently I didn't. Hey CD, how's it going today? That is awesome to hear. Using a Peterbilt 378 today. If you mean like steering wheel and things like that, Thrustmaster T150, T3 PA pedals, TH8A shifter. This is the Tech Affliction MegaShifter, and I do hit running TrackIR 5 also. It is not. I had downloaded this off of atsmods.lt. Hey, Baller Boy, how's it going today? those of you who are not familiar with California, the area that we're in right now is what's called the Donner Pass. Roger that, Lieutenant Colonel. And funny how animals can be, huh? cat that used to want to go outside all the time, and literally you couldn't do anything to get him back in. He would not come back in until he was good and ready. Oh, they just wanted to visit you, that's all. Exoman Gaming, how's it going today? Welcome to the live stream. Why did I get into the granny lane? I know better than that. Yeah, figures we're gonna get pulled into the chicken coop. Are you kidding me? What the heck? Yeah. So apparently I just got a driving award for doing faster than 15 miles an hour in the way station. I should catch up to that Smokey and run him off the road. I almost nailed the guardrail. Watch what you're doing, Coda. Oh, Robert, thank you so much for that. What that shifter is the Tech Affliction MegaShifter. Thank you so much for that subscribe also. Definitely appreciated. Oh, I thought you were just cleaning the guardrails when you were rubbing against them. And for the jersey barriers, that's called tire graffiti. Good evening, Martin. How you doing today? No, I don't believe it was. I'm not sure if I did or if I didn't. Yep, I probably did forget, yeah. Where does this have us going? Ah, right back there. Perfect. That is extremely weird. You're sitting there looking there. The trailer is straight in the slot. You go to straighten out, and then the trailer goes all crooked on you. Yep, and now it's totally missing. It's like, really? Come on, I know I'm not that bad at backing. Totally missed it because the way this truck is. It's like, wow. Come on. Coda, I know you are better than that. I give up. I'm seriously about ready to give up because this trailer is not acting the way it should be. Which utility did you try, Martin? Was it the Sprite Axle or the regular 3000R? I just love the way those airlines sit there on the back of the sleeper. That is awesome. And then the truck might have been updated so it's visible in the dealer, and the nodes weren't added for the air and electrical connections, which is a possibility. But anyway, guys, I am going to get on out of here for the evening. I do want to thank you for watching today. If you did enjoy the video, make sure you give it a thumbs up. If you're not already subscribed, go ahead and subscribe to the channel. Help it grow a little bit. Spread the word also. My name is Coda. This is Amazing ATS. We will see you guys on the flippity flop.